What's up, guys? It's Bye here again. Uh, I will tell you guys that I'll be doing some testing for the new civilization Vikings, right? So here we are today. I'm gonna show you guys some of my initial testings that I've done so far, and so far I am pretty happy with my switch over to Vikings. So let's go right to it here. With the first thing is gonna be like a 1 versus 1 testing. But first, before we into the testing, I want to show you guys how I did my test, right? So I did my test in a way so that I want to make sure that there is no like fluctuation in terms of the data, because a lot of time, because the commander skill and other factor, it can fluctuate the battle report. So I make sure that my test is fixed and stable. So here you can see right here, some of my testing here, right? So for example, this one here, I did a swarm testing. The data, the battle report is pretty identical. I did it multiple times here. So did it one time I did the testing, and did it my second time doing the testing here. Same go here, like very identical here with the results for the swarm testing. Here is another 1v1 testing here I did at the for the 1v1 testing scenario. 28.5, 78.9k here. Another one I did the same thing, 28.5, 78.9. So I did my test in a way so that there is no like randomness factor can affect the battle report. With that being said, let's go right into the first 1 versus 1 comparison side by side here. 1 second. All right. So here we have a 1 versus 1 here, and as you can see, right here, on this left side, Vikings actually deal more damage and take less damage. Oh my goodness. Surprised, right? Rome is actually deal less damage and take more damage. I think one of the reason is because Vikings have higher base health stat boost. If you look at the troop inside your city, let's go back here into Bluestack. Viking base stat is higher in terms of health. For the special unit, the health base stat is better, higher compared to the other unit. Rome has higher base defense. Vikings have higher base health. So that is probably the reason why. Viking is doing better here in terms of 1v1 situation. Viking take less damage and deal more damage here. So let's see at the end here. As you can see, right, as the battle goes on and on, getting longer, a Viking is lasting slightly longer here. Taking much lesser damage and can deal more damage as well compared to Rome. This was a little bit surprise to me as well, because I thought that Rome could be able to take less damage because of that 5% defense stat boost. But nope. Viking is taking less damage here. So that is a 1v1 testing. And I can definitely show you guys a report. Where did it go? And here is a battle report side-by-side comparison here. Vikings. On the left side, we got Vikings 28.5k power loss and able to inflict 78.9k power to loss for the opponent. On the right side, we got Rome 29.5 power loss here. 10,000 more power loss compared to Vikings, and 69.7 thousand power loss for the enemy. So 10,000, right? So 1,000 power loss for your own march, and 10,000 less damage to the enemy. So Viking is definitely slightly better here in terms of like a 1 versus 1 situation. Now let's go and do a swarm testing. So here I have a swarm testing here. As I said before, right, I set it up in a way so that my battle report is identical. There is no randomness happen here. I want to make sure that my city keeper always tanking all the time here. As you can see, right, the main target is city keeper. for both sides. Let's see here. So for swarming, like Vikings also doing slightly better than Rome as well. Another surprise there because I thought that Rome is gonna be able to last longer because that 5% defense and the base defense stats. But man, a Viking lasts slightly longer. And let's go back into the game here, and we can take a look at some of the report for swarming. Okay, so I did I did two swarming tests here, like two swarming tests here for Viking. As you can see, right, like the report identical. 17.1k here, 19.2k for the City Keeper, 9.9k here, 9k for Alex, 9.6k here for me, 11.8k for the Tomo Guardian, 8.4k here for me, 13.7k for that Dragon Lancer, 11.2k here for me, 11.8k here for that Kusunoki. You can look at the same here, exact identical report here for Viking. 17.1k, 19.2k, 11.2k for 11.8k here for Kusunoki, 9.9k for 9k here, 9.6k for 11.8k here, 8.4k for 13.7k. Identical report there. And now we want to compare it with what I did for Rome, right? So here I think here I got the report for Rome here. So Rome 18.2k, 16.9k. So I am taking slightly higher damage and I'm dealing a slightly lesser damage here when it comes to swarming. Same go here, 10.2k, 9.9k. I am taking slightly more damage here as well. And I'm inflicting slightly less damage to these marches here. 8k for 10.8k here as well. Slightly worse than Viking has to offer. 10.8k, 9.7k here. As you can see, slightly less than what we can do with a Viking. 10.4k here for 7.5k. So like Viking is actually doing better in both 1v1 situation and swarming situation. So this is definitely coming to like a surprise to me because I thought that Rome with the higher base defense stats and with that extra defense bonus can definitely work better than a Viking, right? Vikings have higher base health stat, yes, but it's lesser, right? Uh, like Rome have a 10 more. Rome has 10 more base defense. On the other hand, Viking only have 7 more health, right? 192 here. So I don't know. Like it's definitely coming to a surprise to me because I thought that Rome is definitely gonna do better in terms of swarming, getting swarm. Like Rome gonna be better, but nope. Viking, Viking is better at getting swarm here, and so far, right, with my testing, I am pretty happy with what I've seen so far. So I'm pretty happy with my switch. And some other tests that I done was to test the travel time. Is it the travel time, right? So this one I test the travel time for Rome. So this is Rome travel time going to a destination that is about 60 kilometer away, 39 kilometer away there, and 5 minutes and about 4 minutes and 17 seconds there for T5 marches. And for Viking travel time. For Viking travel time, going to the same destination, 39 kilometer away, using Berserker here, T5. A 5-minute 37 second to the march and 4-minute 25 second here. So it's about 10 seconds. About 10 seconds slower than 10 seconds slower than Rome. Pretty much. I mean like I guess you had to trade off, right? You had to give up on something here. You either had to give up on the mobility and in exchange for some more power, or you had to give up on some power to get more mobility here. And so far, Viking is definitely more like a civilization that gearing up toward fighting more. And Rome can definitely provide that utility in terms of like mobility there. Another thing you need to keep in mind is that uh, Viking bonus. Increase infantry attack by 5%, counter attack damage by 3%, which can work for all troop type, right? So the counter attack damage 3% can work for all troop types there. So for example, right, I do sometime run 4 infantry marches with 1 cavalry marches there. So my cavalry march is gonna be benefit from that counter attack damage by 3%. And the higher, I would say, the higher your attack, the higher your troop tier, your troop tier, you gonna be able to benefit a lot more from this counter attack damage 3% here. So far, Viking is definitely a strong fighting civilization for infantry players. And I hope you guys find this video helpful, guys. Thanks for watching.